Whoa, 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 whoa. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh boy. We are here, we are here, we are here. It has happened. Oh my goodness. Jose Mourinho is gone. Jose Mourinho is gone. Would you believe it? Now, I'm going to read out the club statement before we get into it, and then we'll go from there. Forgive me for not knowing where it is. I mean, I kind of saw this coming. I mean, if you didn't see it coming, you're kind of just not smart. No, I'm kidding. Um, but Jose, after the talks on Sky Sports, Gary Neville just looked absolutely depressed, like most of us are. Roy Keane was not happy at all. Spoke facts. He spoke real truth that I was really enthralled hearing him. It's just what we all were thinking and what we all think should be said. But he's got obviously a bigger platform than most of us, so that was great. And then I watched Howson's video. Stephen Howson, he dropped a video about uh, Jose, what went wrong, and all that type of stuff. And it just seemed inevitable at that point. But here is the club statement. I'm going to read it out, and then we'll go from there. Manchester United announces that manager Jose Mourinho has left the club with immediate effect. The club would like to thank Jose for his work during his time at Manchester United and wish him success in the future. A new caretaker manager will be appointed until the end of the current season, while the club conducts a thorough recruitment process for a new full-time manager. Okay, a thorough recruitment process. It better be thorough. Um, but yeah, let's get right into it. That for me, we just start from there. That is a great decision. That's what we needed to do after Moyes, to be honest. We needed to take time to appoint the right interim manager and really look at it properly. Not interim, but the next manager, sorry. Interim manager, that's what we should have done after Moyes. We should have brought an interim manager, which really was Giggs. I mean, he was caretaker manager. And looked at the best solution. And we didn't. The last couple appointments, it was just, Van Gaal's available, let's snatch him. Then Van Gaal, was out of, that was done, and then Jose was available, so we said, let's snatch Jose. Not great decisions. Not great decisions. It's upsetting that we went through that, and we've had these 6 dreadful years. Nearly 6. Yeah. It's upsetting. But Jose's 2.5 years have come to an end, and sucks. It sucks for him. I don't like to see a man lose his job, or not just man, but women. You know what I mean. I don't like to see people lose their jobs, and it's just what it's come to. This is a business of entertainment, and there was nothing entertaining about watching Manchester United this season at all. Nothing. Now we move on. So, what is set to take place is over the next 48 hours, Carrick will take charge of the next. He will be the manager, the caretaker manager, over the next couple days, while Manchester United get together and gather their choice for interim manager, which currently right now the big name is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the legend himself. Which isn't a bad choice at all. He ticks all the boxes for interim manager. He has been successful in Norway, and he's managed in the Premier League. He managed Cardiff. They didn't do great, but he does have the experience. He knows the club. He knows what it means, and I couldn't think of a better choice for interim manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be honest. And it's reported that Mike Phelan will be his assistant, which isn't bad at all. Mike Phelan was here under Fergie. He knows the club. He knows the way things work. So it's great. It's great. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at it at all. Yeah, but that's basically what is going on for the club for the next couple days. And yeah, but let me get into some other pieces of news that kind of, I guess, are like a domino effect, I guess, in the way things work. So apparently, it was reported that the Glazers were seriously looking to sell the club because stock is dropping. We're playing terrible, and even commercially, it's not attractive to see all this commercial stuff when the team is playing bad. And that, like, at the end of the day, people want to see the teams be successful. They're not gonna buy the jerseys unless you're a diehard fan. You're not gonna buy the kit and be interactive with Manchester United over social media and all that type of stuff when we're playing terrible. So apparently the Glazers were looking to sell the club, and in my opinion, that's kind of what started this domino effect. And Ed Woodward was basically saying, I'm not speaking for him, but in my mind, he was just like, okay, we can't let our owners sell us. We got to let this guy go and change things around. And really, that's just one small part of the issue, to be honest. I think, truth be told, I think it's all equal parts in whose fault this is. The owners are bad. The executive director, aka technical director, he's not really. I don't know why he's making the football decisions. Ed Woodward is the executive director. He knows nothing about football in terms of making these huge decisions, and yet he does make them. But the ownership is terrible. Ed Woodward, who's in charge of all the major decisions, is not great. Jose was terrible in the latter stages of his tenure at Old Trafford, and the players weren't great either. Like, we just got to be honest, and it all stems from the top. It's a hierarchy of blame. So that's pretty much the top and bottom of it from that perspective. Would it have been a bad thing if the Glazers sold us? No, I wouldn't have been upset. I would have been okay with it, to be honest. I would have been absolutely, positively okay if the Glazers sold us. But that's not the way the cookie crumbled. So such is life. But let's get into new managers. Gary Neville was on Sky Sports today, and his suggestion for the new manager who he wanted to see is Mauricio Pochettino. I'm not mad at that. At this point, I honestly just want to see us play good football and win. I think there is a limit to as far as you can go to get players without experience. I mean, managers without experience winning, without a real level of a real pedigree. I think Poch is the perfect guy. Eddie Howe, I think you could give him a couple more years at Bournemouth. Maybe he can come in after Poch. But Poch has been at the top level for a while. He gets great football out of his teams. He plays decent football. He didn't complete any transfers, in the summer, and his team were sitting in third place. So fair play to him in that aspect. But yeah, it's a tough one. Poch, I think, is the ideal candidate. However, his contract is not up at the end of this year, so we're gonna buy that out, and that's not easy. Neither is Eddie Howe's. Neither is other suggestions such as Carlo Ancelotti. That's not gonna happen. The big name that I heard that people would like to see come in at the start of next season is Zinedine Zidane. That is a great shout. Zinedine Zidane. Oh, my head was gone. Hello. Zinedine Zidane is top manager. Won the last 3 Champions Leagues. That is just formidable, amazing. Fair play to the lad. However, he had a much better cast, I would say, defensively. Offensively, I think we could maybe match Madrid. Obviously, minus Ronaldo. But if you really look at it, I know they got Cruz and Modric and Casemiro, but we had Matic. Matic is decent, and really we could go stride for them, in my opinion. But we just didn't play great football, so you're not gonna match them stride for stride. When you play the football Mourinho was playing was just completely whack, and it wasn't great for anyone. It wasn't great for anyone. It was dreadful. So Zidane, how would you guys feel about Zidane? Let me know in the comments down below. Not many of you are here right now, which is okay. That's fine. I don't live stream that often, and it's fair enough. But I know this will be watched in post, so let me know your comments down below. And also, if you're new, drop a like and subscribe, share it, and all that good stuff. Yeah. But back to the Ancelotti thing. People suggested Ancelotti, like I said, we have to buy out his contract, but otherwise than that, he's the type of manager I would have wanted when Fergie was leaving. Just like I would have wanted Jose when Fergie was leaving. That's the perfect time to get them in. They know what they're doing. Give them a kitty and let them spend it on the players we needed. And both of those managers, respectively, were in their primes. I don't think Jose is in his prime anymore. I still think he could definitely do what he needs to do if given the right resources, which he wasn't. 100% anyway. Excuse me. I think you could argue he was given a decent percentage of what he wanted, but or what he deserved, I should say, but he wasn't getting the best out of the team. Yeah, but Ancelotti and Mourinho, they were both in their primes when Fergie left, when he retired, and that's when I would have wanted them, but that wasn't to be. And we suffered. We have suffered. These last 6 years have been dreadful and painful, and it's not great for anyone, really and truly. Okay, welcome, Football Crew Show. He says, my thoughts on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Well, he didn't say that, but linked is a bad move. Fair enough. They should dismiss that. I'm going to be honest with you. I disagree with you. I can see where you're going. He didn't do great at Cardiff. Not at all. But some managers are not made for the small light. And maybe he could do much better with a larger team of better quality players, and he also gets the club. He knows the club. He managed our under 23s and did all right. And he's went to Norway and killed the Norwegian league. He's absolutely smashed it. So he's got some winning under his belt. I think he won the league the last 3 seasons or something like that. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But he's got a winning pedigree now. I know it's at a lower level, much lower level than the Premier League. However, what we need at the moment is just a fresh face, inspiration, and he'll bring both of those things. He knows the club well, and he'll kill it. He'll kill it. Welcome, Red Devil Weekly. I was shocked when I heard the news, but we all knew it was coming. Fair enough. I mean, that's true. We all knew it was coming. I woke up very late this morning, and everyone knew, and I was like the late kid to the party. So it was kind of sad at that point. It was just sad. And everyone was telling me I was late. And it was what it was. But Jose, I mean, he wasn't getting the best out of what he had. And I know the board and all those guys were not fully supporting him. No one really was fully supporting him, if we're going to be honest. He maybe had Lukaku and Fellaini, maybe Matic. But other than that, no one really had his back. Even towards the end, Luke Shaw was fed up with him and made comments about the football that we were playing. But it was time to go. It was time to go. You're telling me you have arguably the best central midfielder in the world in Paul Pogba, World Cup winner, in the form of his career, coming off the World Cup, and you treat him as if he's Fellaini. You actually treat them vice versa. You treat Fellaini as if he's amazing. But would you bring in Zidane as caretaker manager? That's a good one, but no, I wouldn't. Only because, I mean, then again, if you bring him in now, you don't really expect, you can't have high hopes for him. I definitely think we'd play better football under him. But I don't want the first year of his United career to come out as him finishing 5th place. Mind you, we could still make top 4. Thank God the board decided to sack Jose now. But I just feel like right now the club is in such a bad state. I don't want to tarnish Zinedine Zidane. So, yeah. Blanc or Ole for caretaker? I'm going to... Ooh. Blanc or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If Laurent Blanc wanted to be caretaker manager at Manchester United, I'd take that. I'd take it. He knows the club as well. I mean, he's good. He's good. I mean, mind you, he managed PSG at a time where they were just smashing the crap out of the terrible French league. The French league is taking a step up, but back then it was just absolutely terrible. Jose's time was up. Rui Faria leaving him. Oh, you're right. Big effect. You're absolutely right on that one. As many people know, and if you don't know, Jose Mourinho is and was never a coach. He was given the right tools and basically gave his vision to his coaching staff. And that's what you do as a manager, really and truly. But, you know, you got guys like Fergie, Pochettino, Eddie Howe, who are true coaches. Even Klopp. And Pep. Jose's just, he's not a coach. And, you know, Rui Faria dealt with a lot of the tactical, or from what it seems like anyway, because it looks like the floor just fell from right under us when he left. Not that we were playing amazing, but there was definitely some structure, and it looked like it was just all left. Which is kind of upsetting because I was hoping that Carrick would be, you know, a bit better, but it takes time. He's got to get experience. Yeah. It's tough, dude. It's tough. Honestly, in an ideal world, I'd love to see Eddie Howe be our caretaker manager. That is what I love. For all the suggestions you guys got, Blanc, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd love to see Eddie Howe be interim manager. That would be great. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't really know what else to say at this point because building up to this, I wanted it so bad, but I feel bad for Jose. I feel so bad for him. And I think the only thing that'll, I guess, justify my feelings or my need and hunger for him wanting to go is to see us do well. And we won't see that until... Is our next game on Saturday? I think it's on Saturday. Who do we play? Forgive me, guys. I'm actually a cabbage. Oh, boy. We have... Wait for it. We have Cardiff. Oh. Huh, that would be funny. That would be funny if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first game back was to manage against Cardiff. Thank you, Ed Woodward, for this great Manchester United app that helped me. Because that's why we should be spending money. That's what we should be spending money on. And not getting better players. Well done. Yeah, guys. I'm drained. I'm drained. I'm happy that he's gone because we looked like a bag of turd, just a big, big bag of poo. And I'll see what happens in the next 48 hours because Carrick's got training. Imagine Michael Carrick working up to training. I mean, that would just be great. Michael Carrick. Now I'm absolutely waffling. I'm waffling. Forgive me. I don't want to stretch this out longer than it has been, but Jose Mourinho is gone. He's gone. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Dave. It's been Man United Talks. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like and subscribe. And there will be more. There will be more coming up in the week. Some more Man United news and a preview for Cardiff. Woo! I'm out of here.